These days, I've spent a surprising amount of time doing the same thing over and over again. Checking X, browsing YouTube, scrolling through Reddit, trying to keep up with new AI products, interesting startup opportunities, and video ideas. None of this work is difficult, but it can be time-consuming. Some days there is within a few minutes, while other days I spend hours going down rabbit holes. Eventually, I wonder whether AI can handle this work for me, not just answering questions, but actively gathering information, organizing it, and turning it into something useful that I could review every morning. Recently, MiniMax released their new M3 model along with MiniMax Code. They also introduced the token plan that gives access to their M3 coding model together with video, voice, music, and image generation inside a single subscription. What caught my attention is that many AI users today are paying separately for tools like ChatGPT, Claude Code, Midjourney, Suno, and several others. Before you know it, you spend well over $100 every month. Token Plan starts at $20 and brings those capabilities into the same ecosystem. As for MiniMax M3, it focuses on three areas: agent workflows, a 1 million token context window, and native multimodal understanding, allowing it to work with text, images, video, and audio within the same workflow. MiniMax Code also runs locally on both Mac and Windows, and the overall experience feels much closer to an AI workspace than a traditional chatbot. I'm Ryan, and in this video, I want to see how MiniMax performs when it's given a real task to complete. For this test, I decided to compare MiniMax M3 and Gemini. The task is simple. I want an AI system that can automatically research 3 things for me every day: new AI trends, startup opportunities, YouTube content ideas. Then, organize everything into a dashboard that I can review each morning. Essentially, I wanted to build an AI research assistant that never stops working. Before getting started, I noticed MiniMax Code supports different skills as well as different permission modes. You can approve every action manually, allow certain actions automatically, or give the agent broader access when you're comfortable letting it work independently. For this test, I asked it to build an automated research system, collect information from those 3 categories, and organize everything into a dashboard in natural language. One thing I immediately noticed was that it didn't jump straight into execution. Instead, it started asking questions. It wanted to clarify my priorities, my interests, and how I wanted the final dashboard to look before building anything. After I answered those questions, the system moved into planning mode. It outlined the architecture, proposed data sources, explained how information would be collected, and even described the dashboard. What stood out to me was that different agents handled different parts of the workflow. One agent completed the task, while another reviewed the result independently before it was delivered. That felt much closer to a real code review than having the same model check its own work. At one point, MiniMax M3 explained that accessing data from X through the API could cost over $100 per month. Instead of stopping there, it looked for alternative solutions and continued building the workflow without requiring additional input from me. I also noticed that it occasionally ran into issues while testing some of the data sources. A few feeds failed, and some connections needed to be retried. But instead of stopping and waiting for instructions, the agent usually tried to fix the problem on its own before moving forward. The overall experience felt much closer to working with a capable teammate than chatting with an AI. Another thing worth mentioning is memory. MiniMax Code keeps track of preferences and context across tasks, which means I don't have to repeatedly explain the same things every time I create a new workflow. Next, I gave the exact same task to Gemini. To be fair, I used the same prompt and followed the same process. Gemini also started by asking clarifying questions, although the interaction felt a bit different. Instead of presenting structured options, the conversation relied more heavily on back-and-forth discussion. Interestingly, both systems ran into the exact same problem. Accessing data from X through the official API wasn't practical because of the cost. Gemini asked me whether I wanted to pay for the API or switch to another approach. MiniMax skipped that step entirely. It found an alternative source, adjusted the workflow, and kept going. Then something happened that genuinely surprised me. The dashboard finished generating, and before I asked for a preview, MiniMax Code had already opened the web page for me. I noticed it because most coding agents stop once the code is finished. Usually there's one more step. I have to ask them to launch the project and show me the result. Here, MiniMax Code completed the work and presented the result immediately. The dashboard included AI trends, startup opportunities, YouTube content ideas, and prioritized recommendations. More importantly, it didn't just tell me what happened. It helped me decide what deserved attention first. The part I actually cared about most came after that: building the dashboard was only the first step. MiniMax also lets me schedule this entire workflow to run automatically. So instead of building it once and forgetting about it, I can have it refresh the dashboard every morning, collect new information, and without starting over each time. One thing I noticed was that some of the source descriptions weren't being displayed properly. I could see some fragments of URLs, formatting artifacts that probably shouldn't have been visible in the final dashboard. But it wasn't a major issue, I guess, and based on how the agent handled other problems throughout the workflow, maybe it can be fixed with a simple follow-up instruction. As I kept scrolling, I realized the dashboard wasn't the only thing it delivered. Alongside the final result, it also generated a full project summary explaining what had been built, what changes had been made during development, which data sources were used, and what parts of the system could still be customized later. The whole project remained local, which is something many developers and teams will appreciate when dealing with sensitive information. Now let's look at Gemini's version. The dashboard itself looked clean and well organized. From a visual perspective, I actually like the simplicity. What I noticed, though, was that the research layer felt a little thinner. Looking back at the workflow, that wasn't entirely surprising. During the planning stage, Gemini spent more time asking questions about the technical implementation and overall architecture, while MiniMax seemed more focused on understanding where the information would come from and how it would be prioritized. As a result, the final dashboard felt more like a well-structured application, whereas the MiniMax version felt more like a research system that happened to have a dashboard attached to it. Besides this research dashboard, I also tried a few other tasks with MiniMax. Things like generating a presentation, analyzing documents, and processing batches of files. I described the task, give it a few instructions, and let it work through the details on its own. The overall experience felt pretty consistent. All right, that's it. At first, I thought this comparison would come down to which dashboard looked better. After using both systems, that wasn't really the part I cared about most. The bigger difference was in how the work got done. Gemini often felt like a very capable model responding to requests. MiniMax felt more focused on completing a task from beginning to end. For me, the dashboard itself isn't the most interesting part. The interesting part is what happens tomorrow. I can schedule this workflow to run automatically, update itself, refresh the dashboard, and continue gathering information without needing me to start over every morning. That starts to feel less like software and more like a digital employee working quietly in the background. If you'd like to try MiniMax code for yourself, I've included the link below. And the token plan is also available with a 12% discount through my link. I'm Ryan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.